Yay! Hi, everybody! Who's watching?
How do you tell?
I don't know. Is there like a... Gareth, have you done this before?
My wife usually does it. I think if you look at like the YouTube version, if you look at the YouTube page at the same time, it shows you how many people.
Oh, it shows you how many people are watching.
Yeah.
I was wondering if I should jump back over to the Mommy Orbit Facebook page, but I already posted there twice, so I figure everybody has the link.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have a look at the video, see if I can find it on.
Okay.
So this is the YouTube one.
Yeah, I'll do the same.
That's the old one. Hang on. That's been removed.
Yeah. We need some good finding what we're doing music.
Yeah.
Do. I'm constantly humming one thing or another.
How many beatbox?
I wish I could beatbox.
I do it without thinking about it, and then people notice it, and then I become self-conscious and I stop. That's me.
Oh, I found it. Oh, there we are.
Oh.
I can't find the YouTube.
Okay, I can't. It doesn't really tell me anything. Huh.
Is there anything on the right-hand side that shows, like... Because there's usually a chat thing. Oh, that one. There's a chat here. Okay.
Maybe I have to go into like the live events on my who's it?
Anybody out there?
Is anyone watching?
Oh, I found a chat box.
I don't know. I did not imagine it would be this complicated. It's making me feel kind of ridiculous that I can't figure this out.
I think the first time you do it, it's kind of complicated. Like I said, Kayleen usually does it, so I'm not really okay. She's usually like keeping on top of all of the comments and everything, and I'm just like, what's going on?
She does the Walking Dead chat too, doesn't she? With the Needy Homesteader and.
Yeah, that she does. Mm-hmm. Well, when it's Walking Dead season, I suppose.
Yeah.
We're still gonna have to find a new show once Walking Dead comes on.
That's a really fun chat to watch.
Yeah, they're funny ladies.
I'm only up to the second season, maybe third episode.
There's the Google Plus. There's the YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I can't. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see here. No, I don't want to unpublish it. Well, we should probably talk Mommy Orbit stuff, huh? Even if it's just us? Oh! We have somebody else.
Who's that?
Jonathan.
I don't know. Hello, Jonathan.
Welcome to the crew.
Well, do you guys want to do introductions since we're here and we're 5 minutes in?
Sure.
Okay. Gareth, do you want to start?
Yeah, I can start.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Gareth Borden, and I am part of a channel called Borden Vlogs, and it includes me and my wife and our 3 lovely children and a dog and a tarantula and a skinny pig. And we do daily family vlogs, and we do Music Mondays where I do a song, and we do the occasional challenge and an occasional review, so come and spend some time with us.
Awesome. And Mel?
Hi, I'm Mel from For the Love of Sorted, and I'm in Australia, in Queensland, and I do a bit of, not a lot at the minute. I'm trying to do the orbit, but it's not really working. Things get in the way, but I'm just feeling my way at this point. having a great time, making new friends and meeting people.
That's what it's all about. No pressure. Just making new friends and having a great time. And I'm Katie. If you're watching this, you probably know my channel. I'm from Our Family's Log. And yeah, we're talking mommy orbit stuff and a little bit of superhero stuff. I wanted to talk a little bit about exactly what Mel brought up, which is making videos every day. And Gareth, how do you do it? Do you film all day, right? And then you publish that night?
Well, what we do is we film. Kayleen and I take clips using our phones, and Kayleen sends them to me because I've got more space on my phone, and then I just compile them on an app on my phone and upload it from my phone. So it saves time in that sense. There are videos that I do use my bigger camera for, and then I upload it onto my computer and do it that way. But sometimes you get behind. I find my vlog will include like the morning and the evening. Sorry, the morning and the sort of evening before. Does that make sense? And then
Yeah.
file that, and then I upload it that night. Or if I can upload it the morning before the following day, that frees me up. But sometimes I get behind, and I found a great way to sort of get in front of myself if I get behind is to do like a one take. So I'll be like, Kayleen will be like, we'll do a one take today, and then we can upload that fairly immediately, and then that frees us up to get some more time, some more footage for the following day. So I'm always thinking what might be interesting, what might the Borden bots want to see today, and I just try and video interesting things, and I try to be true to myself, essentially, because I think that's what's important. But honestly, the reason I can do it every day, considering everything that I have on, is because I do it all on my phone. I would not be able to do it otherwise.
Yeah, I record on my phone too. Most of my recording. I'm doing a little bit now with the new camera that I got for Christmas, but I do everything on my phone, and it's always with me. And it's just right there. I have the editor on my phone, and so at the end of the day, when I was doing true vlogs like day in the life, but I found that I was falling way behind, and so I started doing stuff where I could film, the day before, and then be able to have it up and edit it whenever I get a chance. But it's nice just at the end of the day, I'll be hanging out and edit my stuff and put it up really easily. So if that made sense. Sorry, that was like a stream of consciousness. Blah.
I have my phone.
Found that I was falling behind.
So I use it every now and then. Every now and then it just like falls into a couch cushion or one of the kids steal for it. And I put a lock on it now so they can't take it.
I lost my phone yesterday morning. All morning. It was bad. But it's not the first time that's happened to me.
Yeah. I have two phones. One connected and one just an old phone. So yeah, I have to get it. Oh, so how does Kayleen send it to you?
Okay, so when we're at home, the phone, the iPhone uses you can set a certain size using like text. The text turns into like Wi-Fi text as opposed to using the network, and she sends them all to me, and depending on how much time I have, I'll just like plop them all in sort of sequential time, if in like a format. But recently I've been like putting clips on top of clips and messing around with it that much, which I like doing, but it takes up more time, and I really don't have the time, but I like doing it. So.
Well, I think that's one of the fears that people have about joining an orbit, is just not being able to keep up with putting up a video every day, because it is, definitely a commitment. Absolutely. To do that.
Yeah. It's so addictive, though. My problem, like the daily vlog every day, I can do Like, it's not a problem for me. But in fact, they've been getting longer. But my issue is feeling guilty for not watching everyone else's videos.
That's my issue too. Or I watch them, I go through and watch everybody's, but I don't feel like I have enough time to comment. And I like to give, I like to listen to what you guys are saying and give feedback. And hi, Kara.
Kara.
Hi.
Hi. Yay.
Bad and speaking, so I'm just on the data plan.
Uh-oh.
And we're at 75%.
Oh no.
I hope my.
Do you want to do a quick introduction?
Sure. My name is Kara. I'm a mother of 4. My channel is Kara's Life on the Farm. We have a farm in Idaho. We raise hay and grain and some cows, and we, my husband drives sometimes too. So that's it. And I'm doing the orbit too. I've been kind of trying to listen to your conversation a little bit as I've been trying to get on. So.
Yeah, you are the fearless leader of the Mommy Orbit.
I don't know. It's cool though. I'm so proud of everybody, you guys. It's really grown, and I understand what you're talking about, trying to catch up with everybody's videos, because I've watched 2 today. I've watched 2 orbit videos today, and that's it.
Yeah, I haven't watched any.
Yeah, me either.
I haven't watched any yet.
My playlist is just packing up. It's just, and after about 3 days, if I've been adding them, I just delete the ones that are 3 days old and just watch the most recent, because it's just out of control.
I know. I've had to learn that I can't catch up on all the back videos.
I go newest to old group.
Yeah. It's just you have to start where you can start from and then keep up from there. I'm usually the person, though, that once my kids go to bed, then it's just like the glow from the phone until it's time for me to go to bed, just watching as many videos as I can. That's my favorite part. I was doing that before I even started putting videos up on YouTube.
Me too. But I can't. I like to watch some of them. This is a bit guilty. I've said it before, but I press the 2 times speed to speed it through sometimes. So you still get to see everything and you hear everything, but you get double the movies or the videos.
That's a good idea, but I've not done that.
Yeah, I didn't even think about doing that.
Everyone just took your mouth.
Quick. Yeah. It's good. Except I thought I was going mad with Cara from, what's her name? I've got to look it up.
What's her first name? The Bowman Chapters?
Yes,
Is that what you're talking about? Yes, because she already does the fast forward.
Yeah,
so
and I was like,
fast forward, she'd be...
and she's, yeah, so that's worse. And I go, oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's like the super chipmunk.
Yeah. But you can't do it on your phone. There's no 2 times speed on the phone app. So I have to do it on the computer. So.
I've got a little computer now, which I'm going to start trying to watch them upstairs and spend a bit of time watching vlogs every evening, because I especially feel compelled to comment to people who've left comments on my videos, and I also try to go to the videos people who've left comments too. There's like a tier of like my method is I upload the video, that's like my main priority. Then I read the comments and I comment on the comments. Then I try to watch the people of the videos of the people who've commented, and then I'll watch all the other ones, like that I have.
Then get distracted by the random cat video or something.
If I was to watch them all, I would be up for hours and hours. So I try and watch so many a day, and if I haven't seen someone for a while, I'll miss them a little bit. So then I'll go back and I'll try and catch up. So,
I do that too. I miss people. Like, I'll try to catch up on other videos, and then I'll take a break from watching somebody else's videos for a day or two, and then I'm like, oh, I really miss watching such and such. Or I wonder how somebody's doing, because when you start following someone's life, then it's weird when they're not there anymore. And I think that's hard for people who don't do this, like vlogging or watching vlogs.
It's a really
we have somebody else that joined us.
We're thrifting.
Hello. Thrifty Mom?
We can see a picture.
I think we lost Kara too. I do that
Yeah.
too. I'm
I'm not sure. I'm
try
not
to catch
sure.
up on other videos, and then I'll skip from watching somebody else's videos for
Looking in echo.
or I wonder how it's doing. Because when you start following someone's life, then it's weird when they're not there
You want
anymore.
to pause?
That's hard for people.
Because I can hear
What's going on?
us in the background.
Yeah, I think somebody has the
The
video up. Yeah. I don't hear it anymore.
It's been muted.
I was making sure it wasn't me.
I don't know what I did, but I have.
Mel, that's crazy.
You have to go to you set up draw Google Effects.
Blessing.
You could leave it. That's hilarious.
I should have one. I'm jealous now. I want one.
I know. I really want an eye patch too.
Funny.
Speaking
Okay.
of eye patches, we should talk a little bit about superheroes, since we said we were going to. So, does everybody? Oh, this just turned into the most fun hangout ever. How are you guys doing that? Oh, the chat.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, hi. Thrifty Mama 5. Hi. What was your first name? I can't hear her.
I can see her, but I can't hear her. I think she's muted herself.
Okay. Mel has glasses now.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, somebody's ready for the beach.
I'll be a princess.
I've been growing out my beard.
That's nice. That was quick, Garrett. Quick beard.
It just happens like that. I'm a different kind of guy. It just suddenly appears on my face.
Yeah, it's like Wolverine. That could be your superpower.
Yeah, that's true.
Fast-growing facial hair.
Oh, it's gone.
So, if everybody could have a superpower, what would it be?
Freeze time.
Freeze
Can you do
time.
that?
That's a good one.
Is there a superhero that does that? I don't do superheroes.
So what?
I can't think of.
Freeze time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you watch Heroes, there's a little Japanese guy.
I have seen that.
He can go into the future and the past, and he can also just freeze time.
I'd like to do that. Just freeze everybody for a bit and then get what I need done and then unfreeze. Yeah.
And then have a nap every so often.
Yeah.
That would be the perfect opportunity to have a nap if you could freeze time.
Every parent has dreamed of that power. Like just an extra hour in bed, or just to pause the children for a few minutes and just be like, I need to scream outside.
Yeah. That way, yeah. If you wanted to eat a piece of candy and you didn't want them to see, then you could just freeze time and eat all the candy you wanted, and they would never know. Yeah.
Well, when they're really naughty and you want to like give them the bird or poke tongues at them or something, you could just freeze them and go, nah.
Yeah. Make faces. Meh.
Because you just want to stoop to their level.
Okay, I just refreshed the comments on our the YouTube video, and Megan, an imperfect mummy, is watching. So hi, Megan.
Hi, Megan.
Yeah, she says she's watching, but she'll be doing other things while she's watching. So I guess she's multitasking.
I think Emery is sick. Is what I gathered from her comment.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I see Thrifty Mama 5 said she was having trouble downloading the Hangout app.
Yeah, she can see it.
She said she could see us, but I don't think she's here anymore. But I see here where it says we have one viewer, so Megan is definitely watching.
Woo.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's the chat.
Yeah, I found that.
I'm figuring this out now.
There's a chat on the right.
Yep.
Hello. There, see? Hello,
Ah.
Orbiter.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Orbiters. Good night.
Yeah. Are you excited for Age of Ultron, Gareth? Or are you gonna go see it in the theater?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. I'm super excited.
It looks awesome, doesn't it?
I've been hooked from childhood, but the first Iron Man movie, I went and saw it in the theater, and I was so pumped up afterwards. I was so excited because I knew it only meant more superhero movies were coming out.
Yeah, they did that one really well, and I think Robert Downey Jr. played an awesome, Iron Man character. He's I don't know if they could have picked anyone better than him.
I don't think so. He's the perfect embodiment of Tony Stark.
Yeah, because we know he's got like an ego, and he uses that in his role. So
yeah, just the way, I don't know. He's just, even the way they do all their press conferences. I don't know. I may just be the only dorky one that watches all the the stuff that they do at Comic-Con, because I haven't been able to go to San Diego Comic-Con, and they do all these press junkets and stuff like that there, and I watch all that, and it's just fun to see them how they are in real life. And Robert Downey Jr. is most like a cartoon character, like a comic book character, and everyone else just seems so normal.
I think some of the movies have transposed well to from the comic books. Other ones not so well. Like, I've never really been impressed with the Spider-Man franchises. I'm a big fan of the Spider-Man comic books, and it's always seemed to have let me down to some degree. And I don't know what it is that's missing, but I don't know if they can capture it quite in the same way.
I think partly it's the casting of Peter Parker.
Really? It's not showing that on here.
No, it's not. I don't know. I want that watching.
Oh, Kayleen's watching the live video, and apparently it looks like it's on my face the whole time.
Oh, it's not switching?
It doesn't see it's switching on ours, but Kayleen's just going to have a look. She's the live chat guru.
She's the technical expert.
To become a hacker, maybe I could get paid more. Where's the, see here, from here on.
Maybe it's just because I talk a lot.
Is that live?
Yeah, it's fine.
I was actually gonna.
Is
Is it something I need to do?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, see, it's just on you. Sorry, I'm like showing my bra here. Okay, when you go in,
15 more viewers.
Yeah.
when you're on like the different faces, you might have clicked on him.
Oh, okay.
To look at like his beard or something.
Oh.
The cool
Okay, so now it's on me, and now it's on Mel, and now it's on Gareth. How do I make it where I haven't clicked on anybody?
Okay, when you click on like one of the down arrows for the people, like just one specific person, I'm pretty sure that it gives you the option to like stifle it so that it goes to whoever's talking.
So what about this one says present to everyone, maybe? No?
Presenting to everyone.
I don't know what that means. That was weird.
I know it says it's no longer presenting.
I don't know. You might have to like play around with it, but like, yeah, because usually we can see the controls from this end, like when we're doing it. So I'm not 100% certain what
I've done.
You might just have. That's okay. Don't worry. You just have to maybe click on people when they're talking, and then it'll bring up their face.
Okay.
Okay. Good job,
this.
guys. Good job, guys. Hi, Mel.
Thank you.
Is there anywhere
Okay,
else
I need to
there's a
stop
chat?
neglecting my babies.
neglecting the babies.
Yeah, she's left them upstairs.
Oh, Rosie face planted into our driveway yesterday, so she has this big fat lip. It was awful.
Oh,
Poor
no.
baby. Yeah, and she's got a bruise on her forehead, so it looks like she had half a Botox job done. Poor Baba.
Ouch. That's not ever good.
No. I think Maeve screamed more though because she doesn't do blood.
Yeah, Tyler doesn't like blood either. He'll be fine, and then he'll notice that he's bleeding, and then it's just over from there. That's just not good.
No, Maeve said she wanted to be a doctor, but could she be a doctor without having to see blood? No. Unless you're a psychologist, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe there's some doctors that don't have to do it.
Yeah. Doctor in...
The majority do, I think.
Poor thing.
Well, okay.
Awkward silence.
I know. Yeah, well, I think I'm probably going to wrap it up here because it's been about half an hour.
Oh, someone just came again.
We've got Thrifty Mama 5 again. Hi, can you hear us? Hi.
Hi.
Oh,
Comes and goes.
I had another superpower that I would like to...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I like daydream about superpowers. And I thought it'd be cool if you had this superpower where if someone were to attack you, like punch you in the face or shoot you, then that would happen to them. So essentially they wouldn't want to hurt you because then... And that would be good, like, if you wanted to go into war and talk to people. You know, they'd be like, oh, no, don't shoot, it's the man who kills you if you kill him, you know. It's an idea.
I can see how that would be useful in a daily basis.
Yeah, because, you know, if you got like deliberately hurt by someone, they in turn would get hurt. So it'd be like an instant karma kind of thing. Maybe I would be instant karma man. Something like that.
That's an awesome superhero name.
Yeah, I like that. So could they do it, like, could it be mental hurt as well? So if they were picking on you, they'd feel the bad effects of that?
I don't know. Like, in my imagination, it was just, like, physical stuff. It would be like...
See, that's the difference between a man and a woman.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I suppose you could elaborate, like, if, you know, you were to serve Karma Man a bad coffee, you in turn would get a really bad coffee later on that day. You know? Or if you were like to just hurl an insult, someone else would hurl an insult exactly the same, and they'd be like, "Oh, I said that to someone else earlier today. That really hurt." That would be cool.
Yeah.
That instant karma man always getting me.
Very cool.
Actually, I think superpowers just come from like someone thinking, "God, I'd really like to have this power," you know. Maybe just like they're stuck in traffic and they just want to fly home or something. They look at birds and they're like, "Oh, I'd love to fly in the sky like birds," and then Superman is born, you know, or you know, some.
So you can
like
just pick and choose your superpower.
Yeah, I think it comes from daydreaming about what kind of heroic action you would like to do, and then you build off that. I think flying is a common one for people.
Oh, I wouldn't like it.
Yeah, it's not going to work if you're scared of heights, I doubt.
Yeah,
I
wouldn't want to fly either.
I think if you could fly, then the fear of heights would just vanish, because you'd be like, oh, I'll never fall again.
But what if you could just telepathically go somewhere? I could do that. So you wouldn't have to physically move. You could just say, I want to be over there, and there you are.
There's
That would be
a character in X-Men.
Yeah, I think
to
that's
have the
probably one of the
ability-
few superheroes of movies I've seen.
Or to have the ability to walk through walls. Just like get in anywhere. Go anywhere. Do anything.
I was thinking
At
about
least-
that the other day as well. You know, it would be cool, but if you tried to steal something, it would just like it would be stuck on the other side of the wall. And just hide stuff underneath the door, depending on what it to take. If you were a super criminal, you would go in, and then you'd have to slide yourself notes under the door. Call
I was
yourself.
just thinking to be a fly on the wall somewhere, but I guess YouTube's almost like that. Makes you a superhero, especially with all the daily vlogging. You get to kind of see people's lives, and there's a bit of a fly on the wall superhero. You with me?
Yeah, exactly. No, it's a bit like self-produced reality TV. You know.
Yeah.
Some people obviously need a little bit more than others because most people don't include a lot of drama, whereas reality TV they include a lot of drama. Most of it, I'm sure, is made up.
They don't care about the people on their show, really. They just want to sort of display it in the most interesting way. And at least when you're doing your own family videos, you've got control over what goes up and what doesn't go up. Because I've thought about that myself. Like, what would I be? Would I be in a reality show? And I'm like, I don't like the idea of someone else filming my family and then putting it up online. Because then what control do you have then? No. But you can control it, and it just seems to make.
Yeah, and they edit in facial expressions that probably had nothing to do with the scenario.
Yeah,
they made me look like a complete idiot. I didn't say that at all. Well, sorry, it's gonna sell it. Like, oh.
Yeah, it becomes more about ratings than it does about people.
Yeah.
I hear about that, like in what's that? I recently read an article about The Biggest Loser and the kind of trauma these people have to go through to lose weight and the humiliation and the fat shaming they go through. But it's all presented in this, we're helping you and we're saving your life and stuff. But they often get really, really sick because of what they have to go through and the pain that they have to go through with their body. It can be seriously physically damaging and psychologically damaging. But everyone's like, yeah, I love The Biggest Loser. Look at all of these big people getting fit. You know, it's not like that. They just keep doing it.
Well, that's why you see them having so many breakdowns, because they put them in this pressure cooker and it's like trauma. And then they have these tremendous breakdowns. You see all this crying, and people think, oh, they're having all these amazing emotional breakthroughs. Yeah, but it's not really breakthroughs. It's breakdowns of their emotions and their psyche because of what they're putting themselves through.
And I found that often, just through the series, you go back and a lot of the people have put the weight back on. So it's not something that works for the long run. They have that bit of fame. And they lose a lot of weight, and then I watched one episode, and they went back and visited one guy, and they're like, "So, what happened? What went wrong?" And it's like, leave the guy alone, you know?
Yeah.
Go back and shame him. It's just horrible.
Yeah, let people live their lives. My goodness.
One of our Biggest Loser winners actually has her own health and fitness business now.
I saw a guy from Big.
I think it's going to work for some of them, but I don't know. Even the name, The Biggest Loser, when it first came out, I was like, that's really mean. Why are they calling them big losers? That's awful. And it's like, oh, well, they lose weight. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see that. But still, you know.
Yeah.
They come up with another name that doesn't seem, you know, derogatory. That was just that's how I felt. And it's so interesting to watch, but I'm not surprised that there's some health and safety issues that these guys face.
Yeah, it's scary, the things that we put people through. It's kind of like, I think it was Running Man with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I know there's a book about it where they have all the guys on the, it's like they're running a course, and people are trying to kill them.
That's an old story.
Yeah, and it's being televised, and whenever my husband and I notice stuff like this on, like The Biggest Loser, we're like, how far off are we from Running Man, like putting people out and risking their lives for our entertainment? But anyway, sorry, that's super dark, but...
Well, it's true, you know, it's interesting.
Yeah.
You know,
it is.
People who go into the reality shows don't always come out with the benefits they thought they would when they went into it. You know, they have to sign a disclaimer. You know, that they give some of themselves to it. You know, same with like Big Brother and things like that. There's part of me that feels a bit, you know, and Survivor too. They're great to watch, but you wonder what is this doing to this person's life, especially if they sort of create this person as a villain, right, which they often do. How does that affect them in the real world? Is it fair? And you can bet in the contract, in the small print, it's like, we will accept no responsibility for anything that happens to you after the show or outside the show. They can effectively destroy an entire person's life, and then that's it. They have to sit with that. You know, it's like maybe selling their soul to the devil, thinking they're going to get all this fame and money, but may or may not lead them down a dark path. So.
Yeah, I read an article.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, Mel.
I was just going to say that people tend to think that that's the way that people interact too, that they're that mean and nasty to people's faces, and so the nastiness comes out in real life for a lot of people. So people think it's okay to say, you know, you're out of here, or I'm cutting you off, and all that sort of stuff. No one works through problems; they just vote them out.
Yeah.
Not real.
Yeah. And then you're like, well, what did they cut out? Was there more to this? Because there's like this narrator telling you that this stuff has happened, and you're like, is this really what's happened? I don't know. And that's what I like about being a vlogger myself. I try and be real, you know, and I'm sure we all try and share bits. It's a really great hobby. For me, it's almost like a diary, but you're catching snippets of your life, you know. So in 10 years' time, even if no one else is watching, I'll have this chronological, like, I can just look at the thumbnails and see where I've come from, and if I want to remember somewhere in my life, I can click on it, and there I am. And even when I'm gone, my kids will have that to look to as well. So
yeah, it's like leaving behind a legacy. I'm doing this really cool transcription job for a friend of mine where her grandfather has dictated into a voice recorder all these old family stories from like his childhood, and he recently passed away, and they tried to go through and listen and write things down and stuff, and it's just too emotional for them, so they hired me to do it, and so I get to go through it, and I haven't started yet. I start tomorrow. I'm really excited because I feel like now I'm privy to all these beautiful stories of someone, and it's so neat for them, and it's going to be so neat for me to listen to these experiences. I mean, some people go their whole lives and they don't really take a lot of pictures or write things down or make videos and stuff, and then there really isn't a lot of memories left behind. And I'm always trying to encourage people. I have a couple people in my family who don't like pictures being taken of them and stuff, and I'm like, please, let me take pictures of you, you know. That way you can gather these things for, you know, that way my grandchildren someday, I hope, if YouTube is still around, they'll be able to go and see, you know, what I look like and what I sounded like and what, you know, what their dad looked like. That's so weird to think of my kids as parents, but yeah, I don't know. It's a legacy, and I think that's what's really special about it.
Yeah, that's good that you're doing that for that family. That's a very rewarding work because you're giving something to them which will be of immense personal value. You know, you can't really buy anything like that. I remember we used to look after we had a kid who was living with us for a while, and we took some videos of him and his dad, not really thinking anything of it, and then his dad died in a car accident. And I was talking to my wife, and I was like, I've got some footage of him and him. Do you think he'd like it if I put? And she was like, yeah. So I did them a video, and it was really sad because there were some clips where I could see them connecting, and I burnt it on the DVD and I sent it away to them. It just felt really special, you know, to know that he's got that. He's always going to have something to watch and see and remember his dad by. And I've seen that in other times. I've tried to suggest this in other areas of my life where I've seen people who were close to death. And I think some people either get it or they don't get it. It seems to be the rule.
Yeah.
One of my friends just found a video of her mum that she took like 5 years ago, and her mum passed away maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And she's like, it was like she was here again for that nanosecond that she sort of walked through the room while she was filming something else. And, you know, it's just something that's never going to happen again, but there was mum right there in my house right this minute. Yeah, it's very invaluable.
Yeah, I have that. I have a video. My dad passed away when I was 16, and I have a video that has little snippets of him, none of which he's looking at the camera, but I can hear his voice, and so I try to listen to it every now and then so that I don't forget what he sounded like. You know, it just kind of keeps him present in my life.
A similar thing happened to me recently. I lost my mum to cancer when I was 19, and my dad used to take a lot of videos, and recently my sister got them all copied onto DVD and she sent them to me. And I've got them on DVD, but I'm finding it difficult to transfer them onto like the format that I want them to, so I can make them into videos. Because I want to like introduce her to my kids. Like I want to have like this is me at this age, and then introduce my mum and create new art with her involved in that. And that's going to be the next stage, but it's going to take me a while. But same as you, I put it on and I was like, I'd forgotten how she spoke. Like it was like, is that her voice?
Yeah.
And then after a while, I was like, yeah, that's my mum. And then my nan came, and my nan's been dead too, and it's for quite some time. And it was just really weird. It was like a window into the past, and this was like my life for such a long time. It's just a really weird thing. And now here I am with my kids, and my mum obviously never met my kids, and she was always like, oh, before she died, she was upset because she would never see her grandkids, and I was like, not even thinking about that at the time. I was like, oh, I was 19, so I didn't even consider that, and now I'm here. It makes me sad sometimes because I spend time with my children, and I know that she would have a great time. So this is one way that I can involve her, and I can get my kids to sort of observe who she is, you know, and meet her in a kind of roundabout way, but still see who she was when she was alive.
Yeah, that's really. Yeah, I was gonna say that's so beautiful. You know, it's just there's something so special about having these little snippets of. I mean, we all have our memories, obviously, but over time, memories change. You know, I mean, and they get more distant and they fade a little bit, but it's wonderful to have stuff like that. I feel the same way because my dad never met my kids either, and we gave my youngest his first name as a middle name, and that was almost kind of hard for me because I did it to honor him, and when he was baptized, they said his name, and my dad's name, and I felt like, whoa, it was like a full circle moment, like wow, you know.
You can honor them through these acts. So in some ways, they don't die. They just their existence changes. So my mum can still interact with my children, but it's how I do that. I'm in control of that now. My mum, she doesn't have control over that. So to honor her memory, I'll talk to my children about her, and now I've got this footage. I can create artwork. Like you know, this print thing that I'm doing now. I was thinking about having some pictures of my kids and printing my mum next to them, and having some of her writing in the background, and creating a new piece of artwork which includes her. You know, I think about that a lot, and I wonder how that affects things that go on after life. I wonder if she can observe that, or if that affects things that happen after here. I just don't know. But at the very least, I think it means a lot to me that I can still do that. You know, using the media that we've got now, because we wouldn't have been able to do that in the past. Now we can use media to keep people alive in ways which enrich our own lives.
Well, we're seeing that even in like the music world, where people are doing performances and they're holograms of people who aren't around anymore, and we're getting to a point where we can really, like you said, keep people alive in different ways than we ever were able to before. And it's just really interesting. I love the idea of printing her picture next to pictures of your kids. That's beautiful.
Yeah, well, when I went back to England, I had I've got a picture of Milo and Ella next to her grave, and that was cool. But I would really like to be able to transpose like a picture of my mum with my kids. If I could get it so it looks like, you know, how she would be now with the kids. And like one of my most precious things that I own is a letter that she wrote to a magazine about her life, like fighting cancer. It was called Bell in the UK, and I guess she had a lot of time on her hands, and she wondered if this magazine would be interested in her story, because they publish stories like this, and they give £500 to ones that got published, but they chose not to for whatever reason. And I've got the sort of letter that says, sorry, we're not going to publish it. And I've got her handwritten letter. It's about five pages of her writing, you know, like her prints and everything. So I want to sort of do something with that, you know, with some art, and have that with my children, you know. I think she would really like that, and I think it would look really cool too. So, but like my mum, like she never wrote anything really, and here I've got like a 5 to 6 page letter of her just writing, and it's got her signature in there as well, and my signature and her signature are very similar. Like, can't help but think, you know, it's like a continuum, you know.
Yeah, my brother and my dad have almost identical handwriting, and my brother looks a lot like my dad, and it's a little weird. You know, my brother's 40 now, and so he's starting to get to be the same age that I remember my dad being, and it's really trippy for me to see him that way, and sometimes I'm like, whoa, stop, you're creeping me out. But in a good way.
Yeah. I think it's great that, like when I'm doing my Music Mondays and stuff, I think to the future where I can still play a song to people, even though I can't physically play a song to people. It's like, you know, how is that different in terms of like a person observing? I'm still alive, you know, I'm still feeding people with fresh content. Like my kids could go back and watch the videos that I've made, and I'll be alive again because I'm still me. They might not be able to interact with me, but they'll still be able to learn things from me just because of how I am. You know what I mean? So I think in that way you extend your life, you know? And again, I sometimes wonder if you die, whether part of you goes and sits in some kind of room somewhere until everyone that you knew dies, right? And then you're not anywhere anymore. But while we have these kind of images of this person, they're still alive somewhere. Part of them is still alive. And I think of like Harry Potter, and I think of those Horcruxes, you know? But here we are putting pieces of ourselves everywhere, you know?
That's true. I hadn't thought about it that way.
We've got people who've never met us before learning from us. Like, how many? If our YouTube channel is still on, like in 200 years, there'll be people coming across us and still learning from us then. So what does that do to who we are after we die? Are we still alive? Are we conscious of this? You know, I like to think that we would be, but I don't know. It just, at the very least, our essence is still here, right?
Yeah.
I like that. You know, I really like the fact that maybe my great grandkids will be like, oh yeah, this is my great granddad. Guitar. I'm going to play guitar like my great granddad. In fact, this was one of his songs. I'm going to learn this song that my great granddad wrote. And I think that's great. You know, hopefully in the afterlife I'll be like, sweet, he's learning guitar.
Yeah. Well, the difference is now, like, our great-grandfathers, we don't have much of them. So it's rare for us to say to our kids, like, oh, this is so-and-so, or, you know, there's this kind of disconnect. But now that virtually we're all kind of able to connect, and they're easier to access, you know, I don't know if it's true or not. I have a lot of family that knows that I have a YouTube channel. I don't know if any of them watch. But if they do, that may be a way that they feel connected to me, you know, in a different way than they would have before. So
you can bet if something happened to any of us, that's one of the first places they would go to. They'd be like, oh, I can't believe it. Start watching us, you know, and the feelings about, like, analyzing how they feel about us at that time. So I've thought about that myself sometimes. You never know.
Yeah, it's all the more reason to be so real on there, hey?
Yeah.
Like, I always agonize over, you know, not being interesting and not having anything to offer or anything, but to look at it from that perspective, my kids don't care if I'm rambling on about a sticker page or something. That, you know, my great-grandkids are going to be like, wow.
I remember my dad used to take the videos, and I'd be like, why would anyone want to watch this stuff? It's so boring. Just filming my
Yeah.
dad and my mum gardening. Here I am, like, what, 17, 20 years later, going, this is amazing. You know? I'm watching them doing something in their everyday life that they did, and it's just so much value. It's just mind-blowing. So I think just being yourself and even saying like, oh, I don't have much today, or I'm feeling a bit sad today, things got me down, or just being real allows them to see the person. But it's interesting what you were saying before about not having much about our ancestors. I recently just started playing around with Ancestry.ca, and I've been finding like documents of my father's father and their family, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. You know, different where I've come from, like.
Yeah, Ancestry.com is really fascinating. I'm adopted, so for me, I can look into like my mom's family or my dad's family, but I don't know anything about my birth family. Hopefully, sometime in the future, I'll learn something about them. But so I think that's part of the reason that this connection and all this information is so important to me, because I want to put it all out there so that it's easy to find and it's easy for my kids to be able to remember things about me, because I remember growing up thinking about my birth family and not knowing the little details, you know, or growing up and not really looking like anybody in my family, you know. And so I think that's what's so special for me is just having all this out here for, I don't know, I lost track of my thought, but
I get yeah.
Are you guys following me? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
I don't know a great deal about my history, which is why I went to this Ancestry.com thing. And it's just since I had kids that I started getting interested in it. I'm like, oh, so my children are the next generation. Who were the generation before me? Like, who am I connected to? What am I? This stretch of life, right? We're at the forefront now, but my children are going to take it eventually, and then their children. So I was like, I want people to know who I was. You know, I don't just want to be a piece of paper, which my ancestors seem to be right now. I'm finding like, oh, such and such was in the army at one point because I found his his army pay, and I was like, well, that's interesting, but it doesn't tell me anything about what happened to him in the army. Or there's like, I found out my dad's dad was in a big family, like he's got lots of brothers and sisters that I didn't know about. So that's interesting, but I don't know anywhere. I know they all lived in Cornwall in the UK. And now I'm looking more on my mum's side as well, because my Auntie Wendy sent me some information. The great thing about Ancestry.ca is you'll put the information in, and then it'll go, ping, we found something.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
you do like a little leaf.
Yeah, and I look at it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's them. You know, and you save it to the person. And then that, in turn, will... It might have their mum and dad on there, right? And then you like click on it, you can save it, and it goes to the next person. And then another document might go ping on them because I've got so much information. That's how you build a tree. But it's the further you go back, the harder it is to find stuff that actually, like, I'm not sure if that's that person, you know, or that could be that person. But how am I supposed to verify that that particular person, same name, lived in that place at that time? It's like, it becomes more guesswork. I was hoping that I could go back to like ancient Norman times.
Yeah.
You know, I was like wanting to go back to like, yeah, look, here's
like caveman Bodens, just like. Yeah. Well, I hate to cut this short, guys, but I do have to make dinner, and I hear my baby calling for me a little bit. But I really, really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. This was super fun.
It was.
And getting to know you better and talking with you in real time. I will definitely be doing this again.
Yeah,
so,
we should more Orbit ones in the future. Just like,
Definitely.
if we can't watch all of the videos, then we can kind of have regular Orbit like get-togethers. And
That's kind of what I was hoping, that we would be able to just every now and then pop on here, like either every other week or once a month or something, and just catch up with what everybody's doing, so we can just cheer each other on. And I should probably change to me. There we go. So we can cheer each other on and
have an Orbit out, like once a month or something. The Orbit.
yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm re-inspired to stick on the Orbit. I'm going to try and lose the numbers, but at least do something every day. Like, I got all stuck up on, like, oh, no, I'm only up to day 19 and it's day 31. But I think I'll just upload. Cause
Yeah. Sometimes I've even done, like, under a minute. And sometimes I put up pictures.
I've seen that, yeah. Right.
Yeah, just because I'm like, I can't do anything else, but I just want to put something out there.
Yeah.
And I figure if I keep the momentum up, it's like a ball rolling. Yeah, that's what I always do. And so it's like Gareth said, it's like super addicting. Now I'm to the point where I think I'm at day 114, and I'm super addicted now.
One of my shortest ones where I was just having like a nightmare with my software. And it was just like, I'm sorry guys, it's just going to be a short one because I've had a nightmare with my software today, but I hope you're all doing okay. You take care. And then that was my vlog for the day, right? I
think as long as you're checking in with people,
yeah.
I think that's what's the most important thing. Just like, hey, what's up? Like a thumbs up. I'm good. Hope you're good. I think that's one thing I like about your channel, Gareth, is when you're always like, hey, how are you? I'm good, and I find myself being like, I'm good, Gareth, which is weird. But, it's nice because you're connecting in that way, and people like that, feeling connected. So, anyway, let's go back and say everybody's channels again, really quick. Gareth, go ahead. Do you want to say your channel one more time?
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Gareth Borden from Borden Vlogs, and we're a family channel. We do daily videos. On Mondays we do music. We try to do challenges and reviews, and we try to be as real as possible. So please join us, be part of our community. We'd love to see you.
And Mel?
Hi, I'm Mel from For the Love of Sorted, and my channel is growing slow and steady, but stick around and see how it gets better, I guess.
Woohoo! So please subscribe, and thank you everybody who was watching us tonight, and thank you guys for hanging out, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.